Hello, welcome back to another video. I literally just ended the last vlog because I didn't realize how much I'd been filming or like how many days I'd been filming, but today is Wednesday, July 5th, and I just pulled up to go get my nails done or my nails refilled and get a pedicure that I need desperately. One of my nails fell off and they're just getting long. It's been a couple weeks, so I'm gonna run in and do that. And then after I'm done with my nail appointment, I'll pick up my camera and do all the updates that's been going on and like take you guys to the rest of my day. But I just wanted to go ahead and get this vlog started and say hello. Hopefully y'all have been enjoying the moving vlogs so far. Some really positive things are happening. I'll give you guys all that info here in a bit. So this is the before. I think I'm gonna go back to almond and natural. I freaking love the red though. It's really hard to give up the red because it's so pretty. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to my almond and we'll do like a soft white or something. And then for my toes, I think I might do those red. Okay, just got done with my nails. I went with OPI's Bubble Bath, just 2 coats, and they look amazing. Like, she did everything so well. I didn't have to like tell her, like, zero corrections. Like, she got the length perfect, the shape perfect, the color perfect. And then my pedicure, I just got the same red color that was on my nails before. For their classic pedicure, they do like, he cleaned up my toes so nicely and then did like a sugar scrub and a foot massage and a hot towel. Like, the places I was going to in California, they did not do all that. You had to pay a lot extra to get all those little things. That was like hands down the best nail salon experience I think I've ever had. And the price was so good. The place was so clean and organized and like nice. I mean, that was just like, I am blown away. That was so good. And the guy who did my toes was like great. Like, we were having good conversation. It was just good vibes all around. That was amazing. And the nails look fabulous. I feel so like fresh and clean, like ready to start the week. Okay, so updates. And I may have said this in the previous vlog, but just to have it all like in one place at the beginning of this vlog, y'all know I do the long intros of updates right now because there's so much going on. Last week was a very difficult week. Like, every little inconvenience that could happen, nothing major happened, but every like little thing on top of like the heat, and we just moved and I'm pregnant and my feet are swollen and all of that, like anything that could have gone wrong could have gone wrong. I'm talking about just even as simple as like trying to put the cap back on something, and every time I try to do something, like it falling out of my hand or flying across the room or whatever. But as y'all know, we are staying in like a little bungalow situation, small house in the back of someone's property, and we've actually had a few conversations with them now, and they are so sweet. He's military, his wife is a student, and they are just super accommodating and nice. So anything that went wrong in the little house was like not their fault because they couldn't have seen that coming, you know. And we're the first people to do a long-term rental with them, or like a long for them, but like short-term for us, like a month rental. So any kinks that need to be worked out, like unfortunately they happen with us, but fortunately they happen with us because we are pretty understanding and have been super patient, and they have been so good about like getting everything fixed, or like putting up shelves, putting up curtains, and they're putting up like remote control curtains for the top windows I was showing you guys. Anyway, just anything that went wrong or wasn't perfect, they made it right. They've done such a good job. So yeah, last week was like hard. I had multiple breakdowns of just like, can something go smoothly? So to reset all of that, y'all know me, there was a full moon. I did a full moon meditation, manifestation, and I was like, I'm bringing in better energy, like everything's gonna start working out. And no joke, since then, like yesterday was such a great day. Today's been a good day. Like, we're still having some issues with the toilet, but that's okay. We're gonna get it sorted. Yesterday we went back over to the townhouse that we have applied for, because when we were there, we've had some other things going on. I won't even like bother with you guys with all the complaints of all the little tiny things that have been happening with just customer service stuff. It's been bad. Like I said, I've been crying, but it's okay. We're turning it around. We're gonna be positive. David wanted to drive back over there yesterday because when we were there, he was super distracted with this thing that was going on. And he was like, I also kind of want to see like what kind of restaurants are around, like what would our day-to-day life kind of be. I'm like, okay, cool. So we drove over there. It's beautiful. I mean, just so beautiful. Perfect location. Beautiful mountains in the background, tons of grass area. It's just gorgeous. And then come to find out, the area that I have basically been picturing in my mind and like manifesting since we came to Utah last October, I really have wanted to live in Farmington. That's where this townhouse is that we're applying for. And I kept picturing this specific exit that had all these like cool shops and then like parks, and it was like by an amusement park and a water park, and it like had this really great downtown area, like just beautiful and perfect. I have been envisioning that in my mind for almost a year at this point, like saying I want to live in Farmington, I really want to. And then living on base was like also a good option, but really this is like where I wanted to be. All of that to say, we go to the townhouse and then David looks up like, okay, let's see like what kind of restaurants and stuff are nearby. Cafe Zupa's, which we have eaten like 4 times now this week, 5-minute drive. So we go over to that section and it's actually like a little mini, if y'all have watched all my vlogs, we used to go to Victoria Gardens a lot in California. It was like a little mini section out like that, like a mall, outdoor mall. All of the restaurants we loved. There was like a Starbucks, a Blaze Pizza, a Cafe Zupa's, a great place for brunch, like everything. A Pilates studio, a really nice hospital, which is always great. I don't know if I can get a referral to that specific one, but it's right up the road. And they have like a really great like women's health department. I mean, just beautiful. A theater, and if you are from Texas and you have ever been to the Domain in Austin, it was like a mini version of that. We were just like jaws to the floor, like mind blown, like what? We didn't even know all of that stuff was there, and there's like a back road from the townhouse to get over there. And I hate even getting this excited about it because we don't know yet if we have the townhouse, but we were the first applicants for one of them and then the second applicants for another one. So like fingers crossed, and if that works out the way I've been like manifesting and like picturing things and like all the boxes that I've been wanting to check would be checked. The only downfall, literally the only downfall, is that there isn't a fenced in backyard, but there is so much open grass space, and you have like a little front grass section and a front porch that we could totally, you know, get a little fence and let the girls just chill there. Yeah, anyway, this is already like 8 minutes. Sorry, I'm excited. Things are looking up. The energy feels like it's shifted to be like way more like positive and working in our favor. So I'm really hoping that works out. If it doesn't, we have like 3 other tours lined up this week of another townhouse, also like a couple of just regular houses in the area that we want to be, and it would still be super close to this area that has all the stuff that we like do on a daily basis. There's also like a Home Goods and a Marshalls. There's just everything over there. So that's the update. Things are looking up, feeling good. And then tomorrow I have a free Pilates class. It's the first class free at this place called, I think it's Body Bar Pilates. It's a gorgeous studio, and it's in that shopping center just up the road from where that townhouse would be. And it's a lot cheaper than Club Pilates was, so that's another win. They do a military discount, they waive the enrollment fee. It's like amazing. I know that's a lot, sorry for the long intro. I need to go over to Target now and actually grab some Pilates socks because I didn't pack any. I don't know what I was thinking. And go home and have my leftover Blaze Pizza, let the dogs out, and then we have a tour of a place today at 5, another Farmington townhouse that is gorgeous and would also be like such a great option, and like a 5 or 6 minute drive to the area I was just raving about. Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. It is almost 8:30 in the morning and I'm just having a little coffee. It's just one of those like Starbucks cold brew unsweetened medium roast coffees. It's actually really good. Hoping that wakes me up a little bit. I have been sleeping terribly since we got here. This is like not even a queen, it's like a full size bed. So David and I in there with my pregnancy pillow. It's pretty scrunched, but we're making the best of it. But I have really not been sleeping. So what I have been doing in the morning to wake myself up and get all this puffiness off my face is kind of an extensive morning skincare routine that I'm going to show you guys. But first I need to get in the shower and rinse off my self tan. I redid it last night because when we were at the mall the other day, we went to one of those places where you can get like a 30-minute massage, and so that kind of stripped like from my knee down my self tan. And then when I got a pedicure yesterday, they did like an exfoliating scrub and that took off like the rest of it, and I had like patches under my arms and stuff from freaking sweating because it's been so hot. So I needed like a fresh coat, so I'm gonna rinse that off, and then when I get out I'll show you guys what I've been doing in the morning to like depuff and just really take care of my skin. Okay, so done in the shower. The first thing I've been doing is we have this cold mask, and I have just been like holding this over my face for just a couple minutes, basically until my face is completely numb. But it feels so good, and it's such a great way to wake up your skin and depuff. So I wanted to show you guys this whole morning routine because my skin has honestly never looked this good, and some of it may be pregnancy hormones, but I was breaking out a lot even just a couple weeks ago. But over the last couple weeks, even with moving and not eating as well and not sleeping as well, my skin has looked so good. I don't have any breakouts, and normally my nose is like covered in blackheads. There's a little bit of gunk in there. I need to get a facial and get those extracted, but not nearly what it normally is. And yeah, I just feel like a lot of the fine lines and wrinkles around my forehead and eyes and stuff just look so good. So I'm going to show you all exactly what I've been doing. So first is this, and I could strap this around my face I think, but I just hold it really tightly, starting with like the top, my forehead and my eyes, until it literally gives me a brain freeze, which it's doing currently. And then I just take it down all over my face and my neck and my jawline, and just like really depuff my face. Since I haven't been sleeping well at all, this just like really, this with the coffee really helps wake me up. Otherwise I like struggle to keep my eyes open. I don't have an unlimited amount of time this morning like I have the past couple mornings, so I won't do this as long as I have been, but well, it just feels really, really good. Next thing is my gua sha, and to do the massage with this, I just use bio oil. So I'll take some bio oil, just put a little bit on my palm. I just feel like with this, I mean, I think you can use any facial serum, but I feel like with this, it helps the gua sha glide really, really well, and it feels super nice and hydrating. So first thing you do is you open up your lymph nodes. So you go right here and you press 5 times. 3, 4, 5. Down by your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. up here by your ears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then down here, right above your collarbone, the bottom of your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that will open up all your lymph nodes. So that when you do this, any like extra fluid and stuff, puffiness in your face will drain out. So I start with, I chipped this side of it, and like that would be the perfect thing, but it like scrapes my skin. So I've just been using this end of it. And I start here in the corner, and I go up, kind of shake it a little bit. I do this 10 times. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, then I'm going to do under my cheekbone like this, and you can kind of bring it down, or you can just stop right here because you're going to do this next. So again, 10 times. Chisel off the jaw or the cheekbone. And then we're going to do our neck. Down, shake it a little bit. 2. And the other side. And sometimes you can like feel any phlegm or congestion or buildup or whatever is like stuck in this section. You can feel it like draining down your throat. So you might have to do like a big swallow at one point. You'll know what I'm talking about if you have done this before. Okay, and then the last thing I do is just go like this on my forehead, my eyebrows. Not a certain amount of times. I just do it until I can see that my skin's like a little flushed and like the blood's like moving and grooving. Okay, so that's what we're looking like after the gua sha. Now we'll start on the actual skincare. I know this seems like a lot. I think it takes a lot longer because I'm explaining it, but the whole thing probably takes like 10 minutes. So if you have an extra 10 minutes in the morning, you can totally do this. So the next thing I've been doing that I feel like is really helping is double cleansing my skin. So the first cleanser I'll use is like a cleansing balm. I love this one by Good Molecules, but I also have this oat cleansing balm by the Inky List. So any kind of balm like this that's like helps remove makeup, cleans out the pores. It really just takes, like sucks all the gunk out of your pores. So I double cleanse in the morning and at night, especially after using the bio oil. I want to like suck all that out of my pores so it doesn't break me out. So I'm going to start with this. Comes with a little scraper. Just scrape that out. And you don't have to dampen it. You just rub it between your fingers, put it directly on your skin. I really work it around my nose because that's where most of like my blackheads and stuff are. So I would like for those not to be there, and I feel like it's been working. I also like this because it's another chance to like massage, get the blood flowing, and like wake up the face. And then immediately take my Cetaphil and do my second cleanse with this. Oh, now my battery's gonna die. And then take a clean washcloth. All right, now into the rest of the products. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Good Molecules Glycolic Exfoliating Toner. And I just put this directly into my palm. Rub it together. And I have been patting all of my skincare on versus rubbing it around. Some things I have to rub a little bit just to get it, you know, moved around the skin, but for the most part patting. And I always take it to my ears, down my neck, and on my chest. And then anything I have left over, I put on the back of my hands. I've always done this. That hasn't really changed, but the patting I'm getting better at. It does take a little bit longer, but it feels good. Now, the game changer new thing that I've added is snail mucin. I'll put this under skincare and beauty and stuff like that on my Amazon storefront. This was on sale for like 12 bucks. And I think it's like changing my skin. So snail mucin only works if your skin is damp. So I just take a little bit of water on my fingers, pat my face, just give it a little bit of moisture. I do like 2 pumps. You guys can see that. And then again, pat this all over my face, my ears, my neck, and my chest. It's supposed to really help with acne and fine lines and discoloration and all of that. And it really, sorry, my battery died, but I was just saying this has like transformed my skin. Also, the snails are not harmed. If the snails are harmed or threatened, they would produce, I guess, like a mucus or whatever that would not be okay on the skin. It totally changes like the chemical makeup of it. So it's just a bunch of snails that crawl around all day releasing what they release, like in probably like a warehouse or something. But anyway, after that, in the morning, I do vitamin C, and I mix this from The Ordinary. This is the vitamin C from The Ordinary. And then this has more vitamin C in it, but it's hyaluronic acid based. These two go together really, really well. And even when you buy this from The Ordinary, it'll tell you like mix it with your favorite serum, and it spreads on the skin a lot better because this is a pretty thick consistency, but it doesn't spread really well on the skin, but when you mix it with hyaluronic acid, it does. So that's what I do. This is also on my storefront. David and I have been using it for years and we love it. Vitamin C. Down the chest. And I just ordered a second toner actually. It's like a licorice toner or something. It's supposed to be really gentle for the skin. So I would follow, I'm gonna start when I get it in the mail, do the glycolic one first and then follow it with the licorice one. And it's like a pH balancing one. It's supposed to be really good. So I'm looking forward to that. Next thing I'm gonna do is Q10 serum by the Inculus. This says it combats environmental damage. So great thing to wear during the day. Helps with like pollution, sun exposure, stuff like that. My daytime moisturizer, I use the e.l.f. Holy Hydration fragrance free, and it has hyaluronic acid and peptides. Just put that on. And last but certainly not least, because it is so important, my Cleanse Skin SPF 50 sunscreen. Make sure you get your ears, even go to like the back of your neck a little bit. And I put a lot on my chest, in between my boobs, because like the creasing from like sleeping on my side and stuff. I don't want to make that any worse with more like sun exposure. And of course the back of the hands. And that is my morning skincare routine that I have been doing every day. You don't have to do this much every day if you don't have the time, but realistically, I mean, I think about 10 to 15 minutes for the whole thing. If I wasn't talking, it'd be a lot faster. So anyway, I have limited time now. I am going to do my hair, finish my coffee, make some breakfast, get dressed, and then I have a Pilates class at, what's it called? Body Bar Pilates in Farmington today. You get one free class, and then I'll most likely end up signing up for an unlimited so I can get back into that. But I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm gonna finish getting ready for that. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Sorry if it's a little loud in here. We have the AC on at all times so it stays nice and cool. I will say, ever since like all the windows are covered with curtains or blinds, it has been actually really nice in here, and it hasn't gotten warm at all, which is so great. Actually, this morning when I woke up, I was like a little bit chilly and had to put my like thick robe on, so now that that's fixed, that's amazing. So I'm not sure if I had mentioned already, but the toilet broke again. So the plumber came out yesterday, and basically what happened is the first plumber didn't like fully clear everything out and do like the job correctly. So a different plumber came out yesterday to look at it, and he's gonna fix that today. So right now, like the toilet is like off of the, I guess, pipeline or drain or whatever, sewage drain. So last night we didn't have a toilet. They left their back door unlocked for us though, and they have like a little guest bathroom that they're letting us use, so that was nice. But hopefully, finally, that is like all fixed today. We also got accepted for the townhouse that we applied for. It's not one of the townhouses that are in the last video that we toured. Those two were in Salt Lake, and while we did like both of them, the first one with like the brick background and stuff, it was just way too small. And we thought of all kinds of ways, like yes, we could make it work, but would we be super comfortable there? Probably not. If we were moving here without being pregnant or expecting a baby, then that would have been the perfect spot for like the Riverside era of our lives, but we need a little bit more space now, and we have to like consider those things. So that wouldn't work out. And then the second place, I didn't love the location, and there was just something about, I don't know, it just didn't feel warm, it didn't feel homey, it just didn't feel like us. So the place that we are gonna move into in a month is in Farmington, which is, like I told you guys, the exact, literally the exact location that I have been envisioning and like manifesting and wanting to be in since we came here last October. We went and took a look at it yesterday because we had toured a different one that was basically the same layout, just had some different cabinetry and flooring. But yesterday we saw the one that we're moving into, and thank the Lord that they will be deep cleaning the carpets and repainting and all of that, because the people that lived in it currently, you guys, I was shocked. It was so messy, and they didn't do anything to prepare for anybody staying in their space. I mean, there was dirty clothes everywhere, dirty dishes, it was a mess, but thankfully I could like see how nice it could be. So we are really looking forward to that. It's 2-story, it's 3-bed, 2.5 bath, and then at the top it has kind of like another kind of like living space, a laundry room, a 2-car garage, little front porch with grass out front for the girls, and it's 5 minutes away from the Pilates studio. Oh, forgot to update y'all on that. The Pilates class was great. Definitely different than Club Pilates, but I loved it, and I ended up doing an unlimited membership. So that's 5 minutes away, and then David put in a referral for me for the hospital that is right across the street from the Body Bar Pilates, and also a 5-minute drive. So it could not have worked out better. We're super excited about it. And then obviously when we move in, I'll do a full tour and we'll, you know, film all of that, but it's so cute. And I love like the little development. So this morning, the plumber should be here somewhat soon. David made me a doctor's appointment. It's like for my family doctor, just to establish care. So it'll just be like a little checkup. And then once that's done, I can then wait for my referral to my OB, and then we'll be like all set up. Oh, I thought you were naked. I was like, oh, whoops. So those are the updates since I picked up my camera last. Yesterday, after the Pilates class, I had to come back here and like get the girls outside because the plumber came, and then we had the viewing to go see the place that we're moving into to make sure that we liked it, and we just had a lot going on. Okay, I just got done, well not just got done, I've been done for a little bit, but David and I were trying to figure out a minor crisis. But the doctor's appointment went well, so that's good. We are getting the lease sent over today for the townhouse that we applied for. And like I was telling y'all, that it is perfect, the location is perfect, and it's beautiful and all of that. But I will put pictures on the screen. It was originally the model home. So you know how in model homes they'll sometimes do some like wild wallpaper or just get a little funky with the decor. Well, they did that in this one, and then the owners of the place just bought it like that, and I guess they like it. So the bathroom, I'll put the picture on the screen, is gold, kind of wild wallpaper, but it's just a half bath downstairs by the garage. So it's just one of those, like when you're downstairs, you use the restroom real quick, you have guests over. I mean, it's nothing like, it's not a whole bathroom. It's not like one of the primary bathrooms or the other bathroom that's there. So it's okay. And thankfully it's gold. I like gold. We could potentially work with it. But the issue for me is in the primary bedroom, the wall where the bed would go is wallpapered. And they got back to us saying that the owners do not want to take that wallpaper down. We said we could take it down and we would paint it just the same color as everything else, so it was like all the same. And they said, no, we can't do that because the owner wants to keep this not so great wallpaper. I mean, it's not terrible. As you can see from the primary bedroom, at least it's neutral, right? Like, it's not some crazy color or like wild geometric shape or whatever, so it's doable. But, you know, that definitely puts a little damper on things. But it's literally one half bath and one wall. It just sucks that that one wall happens to be in our bedroom. That's where we're at. I am heading back now. I'm hoping that the plumbers are done. They got there right as we were leaving at like 9:20, so it's been a couple hours. I'm hoping that they're done. And then the dogs were just like on one of those like stakes with like a long lead in the yard, and Brian, the guy who owns the place, he was keeping an eye on them for us. So hopefully that's all done and settled. I need to eat. And then later I want to go over to Target, because the Target here in Centerville, it's like 5 minutes up the road from where we're staying. I mean, top of the line, so good. The issue in Riverside was every single time I saw like a TikTok of, you know, these new dresses or this new makeup or jewelry or whatever kind of thing. I would go to the Riverside location or the Moreno Valley location, and it was always a disgusting mess, unorganized and sold out. So this place was like clean and beautiful and organized, and they had like right when I walked in like 4 or 5 dresses that I just need for the summer. So I'll probably go do that. The toilet is fixed. We're finally good to go. I'm so excited about that. And I was racking my brain for ideas of how to cover that wall, or decorate it or whatever. So I looked up like renter friendly ways to put up curtains, because I realized we cannot put up curtains on the wallpaper where we would have to drill because it would ruin the wallpaper, and you can't like patch and sand and repaint that. So then I was looking up non-drilling options, and again, that wouldn't be an option because even a command strip could potentially ruin the wallpaper. So I was like, oh my god, what the heck are we gonna do? There were like some other ideas, but the idea that I came up with that I think is going to be the best and look super luxurious, I'll put the inspo up on the screen, is doing curtains wall to wall, cover the whole thing from a curtain like ceiling track. So in that case, we would only have to drill like maybe just a few small holes on the ceiling where we can easily patch those up, sand it down, and cover it with paint. And then just have the whole wall beautiful pleated curtains, and have the panels line up to where we can just open them up where just the windows are. And you would see the wallpaper a little bit above the window, I think. Yeah, so it would show a little bit above the window, but it may even like look kind of cute depending on what other, you know, decor and like stuff like that, because the bedding will be like pretty simple. Anyway, it'll only be when the windows are open, and it'll just be like a tiny section above where the curtain or where the window is. So I'm loving that idea. And then just to the left is another big window, and we would again do a matching ceiling track. So I feel like that is like the best way. And from the pictures that I, you know, pulled like inspo from, it looked really luxurious and like very like high scale hotel, luxurious hotel kind of vibe, with the upholstered bed frame right in front of it, and then the nightstands and the lamps. I feel like it would just make it luxurious and really cozy. And honestly, I'm not sure I would really even open those too much, because just to the left is a huge window that would bring in most of the light. So I think it's a great idea. And then as far as the gold bathroom, I was talking to my sister Jordan, and I'm like, I could either lean into it and have one like funky fun little half bath downstairs, or I could try to like downplay everything as much as possible. And she was like, I think you should lean into it, and I kind of agree. And I love the like baby blue, powder blue, navy blue combo with the gold. So it'd be cool to find, you know, a piece of art like that, or like hand towels or a rug or whatever, and just, I guess, make that like super fun. We'll see once we get there. I'm probably gonna like go to Home Goods or something today just to like poke around and get some more inspiration. So I'm feeling like reinvigorated and inspired. Anyway, it is 1 o'clock now. Stoked that the toilet is fixed, and I am gonna go to Target to try on those dresses and potentially buy some of those and just get some different things.
There, that one.
Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. Yesterday when we went shopping, I didn't end up filming anything, so we just did like a quick walkthrough of the thrift store, and they did have some pretty good stuff. It seems like they have like a constant flow of furniture for like really cheap. They had like wooden coffee tables for like 15 bucks and dressers for like 30 bucks. Stuff that would like definitely take some time and work, because you'd have to sand it down and like re-stain it and stuff, but really good options. And they had really good like picture frames and decor and just like filler items for decorating. We grabbed some food, and then I came back here, took a shower, washed my hair, and spent from like 5 in the afternoon to like 9:30 putting together inspiration boards for the rooms. So I'll put those on the screen, because earlier in this video we were talking about the wallpaper situation and how I was going to do the curtains. So I put together a little inspiration of the bed frame that we're getting, the nightstands that I want, the rug that I want, the color curtains that I want, and then the style of lamps I want. And then I'll put on the screen what I put together for the living room. Again, love the curtains. They're from Amazon, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get those exact ones, but that's kind of like the look, the pleated curtains with like a cream couch, and then some dark wood accents, and then like the little side table is like a marble looking, just kind of mixing textures and prints and stuff, and going for more of like a neutral traditional style. The last thing I did was put together an inspo board for the nursery, which I love so much. I think it looks so pretty. So I'll put that on the screen as well. The dresser that's there, we had that in our bedroom, and it's a nice dresser, so I didn't want to use it in our room, but I didn't want to get rid of it. So I think for the nursery it'll be perfect, because it's the perfect height where you can put the changing pad on there and put like diaper stuff to the side and change her super easily. And it has like 7 compartments, so small ones on top where you can put like extra diapers and wipes and like creams and all that stuff, and then her clothes and different storage blankets, whatever, in the dresser. So I spent a very long time doing that. Yeah, and right now I'm about to head out to go to a Pilates class. I just did like my skincare that you guys saw at the beginning of this video. The only thing that I added in, let me grab it, licorice pH balancing cleansing toner that I saw on a TikTok video of this woman who I believe is an esthetician or like a skin specialist. I'm not sure about her skin. It's insane. She uses like 7 toners. I think I'm good with like maybe 2 or 3. I might get more, or one that goes after this that's like more milky and hydrating. But here it is. I will link it below, and it'll also be on my storefront under like skincare and stuff. And it was super, super affordable, so loving that. The skin is still thriving. I have not had a breakout and my pores are still super clear. I'm just loving this routine. Anyway, I am about to go get in the car and go to this Pilates class called like Power Tower. I've never done a class like this, but I think you're less on the reformer and more so doing like resistance, springs and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes today, and I'll let you guys know. Also, did I mention that we did sign the lease for that townhouse? So we move in, the move-in date is August 6th. We're hoping that we can schedule our furniture and all of our stuff to be there on that day too. And that would be great, because my baby shower is on the 12th of August. And we still haven't booked flights, and I still don't have dog care, and we'll figure it out this weekend, hopefully.